to the following presentation of the National.
Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. The veteran Matt Prater has this one set to get started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense ready to take the field for the first time. They'll be led out by the lefty from the University of Washington. It's Michael Penix.
It's not often that you can win by multiple scores in the NFL, so you got to imagine they're coming into this week's game with a lot of confidence. They were able to put together a pretty well-rounded performance in all three phases last week. So, again, can they build off that? Can they continue to grow as an entire team? Because offense, defense, and solid contribution from their special teams, they showed last week, and going forward, this is going to be a hard team to beat.
We'll try and run for this with Connor. And this is going to be a Steelers first down. He'll get this up past the 40-yard line.
A gain of 7. First down, Steelers.
To throw is Penix. He's got Freiermuth open on the left side. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Play action. It's Penix. This one complete to Bateman. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. Here's first and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. Open man is Bateman. He's got him. From the 34, here's second and 4. Again, it's Penix. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down. Throwing again, it's Penix. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. That one incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot, and now it is fourth down. Here comes Chris Boswell to try a field goal. This is going to be a 51-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers are out to an early 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
So here come the Chargers, and it's year 6 and year 2 for Justin Herbert, Greg. It's year 2 with Jim Harbaugh, but the 6th season for the 6th overall pick in the 2020 draft.
As you watch the tape from last week, it really just came down to decision-making. Just too often he made the wrong throw, the wrong read, the wrong decision, and ended up costing his team pretty heavily. So it gets back to the basics. Just trust your eyes. Take what the defense is giving you. You don't have to force things. As the game goes on, those opportunities to attack, they'll present themselves.
On play action now, Herbert. He'll get this complete. It's George Pickens. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. On the ground is Mason. Good blocking to the 15. And he's in. Jordan Mason. Touchdown Chargers. That's his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year.
It's not often in the NFL, Mike, that we see a run play result in a touchdown of this length. A lot of things have to go right. The right look by the defense, executing by the offensive line and all of your blockers. And then sometimes it's just, I got a better guy with the ball in my hand than you do on defense. And I think all of those things here were at play and results in a big touchdown. So now, Prater, after
after the touchdown is out to kick it away. It's a return. Here comes Calvin Austin. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Steelers offense ready to get going with their second possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. From the gun, here is Penix. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. They'll throw on 1st down with Penix. Now he'll run it.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
And he'll get the 1st down there, a pickup of about 5 yards.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
This one batted away. It's incomplete. Good hands there in the end zone, and that'll bring up 2nd down. From the gun, it's Penix. That's caught over the middle. It's Wilson. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Penix on 3rd down. He'll try to run for it. It's a gain of 13, and it's 1st and goal.
Pittsburgh.
And here's a great example of why the pass rush on 3rd down, that it's critical it gets home. In this case, they're not able to get to the quarterback. He has extra time to not only escape the pocket, but to turn into a runner and pick up the 1st down.
That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Looking to throw, it's Penix.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in.
It is brought in the end zone. Jarquez Hunter. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. For Hunter, the Heisman Trophy winner, it's his 1st NFL touchdown.
Now, remember back, Mike, their first drive, they had to settle for 3. So they definitely didn't want to have to do that again. So really solid drive from start to end, and they're finally able to cap it off with a touchdown.
Boswell adds the extra point, and the Steelers are on top. It's now 10-7. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. He fields it at the 8. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Chargers offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Mason. And good hard running there. He'll push his way forward. Gain of about 5. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. We're going to run, and this is Travion Henderson. He'll bring this to the 40. That's good enough to move those chains. It's a 1st down.
And the Chargers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
A run. And here's Mason. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter. are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the Steelers with the early lead. We're back in Southern California in a moment. It's the Chargers with the football to begin this second quarter from the 46. Here's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. That's complete left side to Pickens. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And the Chargers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 40.
Here comes the jet sweep. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Steelers' 17-yard line.
A gain of 26 more yards. That's another Chargers.
The motion man is
down.
Nakua.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Here's a run going left. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
From the gun, it's Herbert. This one complete to Atwell. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play. Shotgun now for Herbert. This one caught at the 4. And he's close to the goal line. Won't have the touchdown, but he does pick it up on 3rd down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch, and
he barrels his way into the end zone. Jordan Mason, touchdown Chargers. 2nd touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
So now, Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. Austin now to return this. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Steelers offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll mark them down just shy of the 40. They'll get 11 there, and that's a quick 1st down. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. They'll go right back to Connor. And this time they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss, and it's 2nd down.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss.
The pressure, too much, and he goes down. That is the 9-time Pro Bowler Khalil Mack getting to the quarterback there for his 8th sack of the year. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Here's Penix. Oh, this pass rush dialed in right now. They get him again. Khalil Mack. He's proven to be hard to block as he gets to the quarterback for a 2nd consecutive play.
And now he's just single-handedly taking over this drive, Mike. I mean, they better find a way to neutralize him before he does more damage. Get more bodies on him, take the protection to him. Either way, just get him blocked.
And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Chargers offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. The lead sits at 4, so he'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. This one is complete. It's Pickens. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41.
They put Pickens in motion. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Brings up 3rd down and 4.
Motion man is the tight end going right. Herbert going to try to throw on 3rd down. And it looks like he's going to have the 1st down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive.
And the Chargers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On play action, it's Herbert. Pass caught. That's smart. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Now it appears we've got a Steeler injured on that play. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Now a play fake. Herbert unloads downfield looking for Nakua.
So often we see on these deep passes, the defender lose track of the ball in the air. They then tend to panic, and it either leads to a big pass completion or a defensive PI. In this case, he stays in phase. He's able to break the ball up and prevent a big play from happening.
A run now on 2nd down, and they'll take this down inside the 35. Call it a gain of 13, and the Chargers have the 1st down.
Chargers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
This one not quite on target. Let him too much, and that one falls incomplete. Now it appears we've got a Steeler injured on that play. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Here's Herbert. He's got a man. That's Nakua. Complete. They get 14 on that hookup. 1st down, LA.
Chargers, 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I return to SoFi Stadium after a short break. Atwell sent in motion here. He'll send the receiver in motion to the left. Play action now. It's Herbert. That's made by Pickens. And a nice gain there. He's out of bounds, and that will bring up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 5.
To throw, it's Herbert. That one, taken in. 2-2 Atwell. Touchdown, LA. That his 2nd TD catch of the season.
This is one of those cases, Mike, where the play caller understands, I got 3 points in my back pocket. There's no need here to be conservative. Let's keep this drive alive and see if we can come away with a touchdown. But instead of just trying to pick up the 1st down, they go for the big one, and it's a perfect throw, great catch, and they come away with 6.
So now, Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. Austin now to return this. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Steelers offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They look to make some inroads here. They're down 21-10 in this one as they come up on a first down. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
At the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
Throwing is Penix. He keeps it himself. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
First down, Steelers.
Throw on the run is complete. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. And the lefty Penix on first down. That's taken in. It's R.J. Harvey. Here's a second and 9. Now a handoff, the tight end in the running game. Now Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their second, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's 3rd and 7. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. He's got his man, complete to Wilson. That catch number 40 on the season for him.
And the Steeler first down.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
Get that one out to Connor. And he'll be lucky to just get some positive yards out of that one. Out of bounds, pickup of 2. On third down, Penix. That is caught at the 3. To the goal line and in. Rashad Bateman. Touchdown Steelers. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year.
Just a really nice job, Mike, especially just staying poised. Pressure situation, you know how important it is to steal some points before the half, but everybody's in control. Everybody understood the situation and the clock, and they're able to finish that half in style with that late touchdown.
Boswell adds the extra point, and the Steelers are back within 4. It's 21-17. So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. He's going to elect not to bring this one out. Probably a wise decision, as this ball comes out to the 35. Herbert now on first down. He'll let this go. Deep shot for Atwell. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered, and that is how this first half will come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thanks. No rest at the break for a couple of, I'm sure, weary defensive coordinators trying to figure out how to stop these offenses here in the second half. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Chargers offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. And he ran right to through one tackle, fighting forward. Good gain on the ground of about 7. From the 35, here's second down and 3.
Brings up second and 3.
Now Herbert. He's going to tuck it and go. And he's going to give himself up, but not before he picks up the first down.
The challenge of defending a dual-threat quarterback in the NFL, Mike, is that you just don't see them week in and week out, maybe like you do in college. So in this case, you defend everything perfectly downfield, but it's hard to account for a quarterback who can run. He escapes the pressure, tucks it down himself, and he picks up a big gain.
It's second down and 10.
Fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Look wide. Get this one complete. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
It's third and
Now it's Herbert. This one complete to Jordan. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now decision time. What are you going to do on fourth down? Raiders' kick is good. And the Chargers will extend their third quarter lead. So Prater now, after the made field goal, back out to kick off. On the return, it's Jim DK. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Steelers' offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. They'll start this drive on the ground, and it's Connor. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
So they go with the first down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good second down situation, but now they find themselves in second and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
Third and long. From the gun, here is Penix. This one down the field for Freiermuth. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag comes in. That might make this a first down. Now Penix. The ball comes out. And this is recovered by the Chargers. Well, the ball comes out, and the scramble for it, it ends up becoming a turnover, and the offense walks off the field disappointed with that fumble.
Mike, when you look at a stat sheet at the end of the game and you want to determine which team wins and which team loses, at the top of the list is ball security. Which team does a better job protecting it, and which team does a better job taking it away.
So now here comes the Chargers as they get set to take over once more. They'll have a short field looking to build on the lead. On 1st and 10, here's Herbert. Into the hands of Pickens. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 2. They put Pickens in motion. On the draw, it's Henderson. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Chargers, first down.
Shotgun now for Herbert. Got a man over the middle. It's Pickens. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the first down. Nice gain of 5.
and 10 at the 20.
From the gun, it's Herbert. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down.
At the 23-yard line.
Now, Herbert. A throw there on second down, going to be incomplete. After back-to-back incompletions, they now face third down and 10.
Yards to go.
Out of the gun, here's Herbert. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, you're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
So, Prater now, after the made field goal, back out to kick off. Jimray DK now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. From the gun, it's Penix. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. Rashad Bateman, the intended target. It's second down. Looking to throw, it's Penix. That's caught by Harvey. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. They get 19 on that pass play. That's a Steeler first down. A run with the Central Florida product, R.J. Harvey. Inside the 20. And he will score. R.J. Harvey. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. For Harvey, 25 total touchdowns his senior season at UCF. This his first in the NFL. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. The return starts from the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Chargers offense and their running back set to go once more. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of conversation in that locker room at halftime. They got to find a way to slow him down. Nothing they've done has worked so far. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down. That's to Atwell. He's got it. And he will take this one in. 73 yards. Touchdown, Chargers.
Well, it seems this game is kind of getting to the point, Mike, where it's defense optional. I mean, both these teams are really just having their way with their opponent. They're going up and down the field, and after this long touchdown, yes, this is great if you're a fantasy player, but it's not so great if you're a defensive coordinator.
Prater on to attempt the extra point. He's got it, and the Chargers will extend this third quarter lead. So now, Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. Austin now to return this. Whoa! The Steelers offense back onto the field for their next possession. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Penix. Open man, that's Bateman downfield. And he's going to take this one all the way. 71 yards. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
Boswell adds the extra point, and the Steelers are back within a field goal. The lead is 3. Boswell now following the touchdown, back out to kick this one off. From the 6, here comes a return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Justin Herbert back out there. He and the Chargers getting set to go once more. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. So second down, and they'll run it. And they'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
Oh, not a good throw there. That's across his body. It's intercepted. That's the safety, Andre Sisco.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the 3rd or 4th read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jump that route, challenge the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
Steelers offense headed back to take over once more. They'll start from the plus side of midfield, looking to possibly take the lead here. It's 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle, Connor. And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. Blake Cashman up from the linebacker's spot to make the tackle. On second down, here's Penix. No one open, he'll drop it to his running back. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Penix on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Pat Fryermuth, the intended receiver. And now it's 4th down. Here comes Chris Boswell to try a field goal. This will be just inside 60, a 59-yard field goal attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And this is going to remain a 3-point game.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
The Chargers offense ready for this next possession. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. Not a whole lot there as he'll work it down to the 46. Nate Hobbs in from his corner spot to make the stop.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
On play action, it's Herbert. He'll dump this down to the fullback coming out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Throwing now is Herbert. Caught by Nakua on the out route. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So back and forth they go as we are through 3. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Herbert to the air again. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. That's the safety, Andre Sisco. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Just a brutal mistake there, Mike. I mean, they have a chance to put a late scoring drive together and increase their lead. But now with that interception, all the momentum shifts to their opponents, and now they got to rely on their defense to hopefully get a stop and get them the ball back.
The Steelers offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. Will try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. That's caught over the middle. It's Wilson. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. They'll throw on 1st down with Penix. Right back to Wilson. He's got it again. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. On play action, Penix. He'll take a shot. Looking for Wilson. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Penix gonna throw again. He's gonna dial up another deep ball, and that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down. Steelers getting ready to put this one away. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. And he didn't get the check he was hoping for in that one. That goes into the end zone, and it's a touchback. The Chargers offense about ready to take over once more. They'll start out 1st down and 10. On the ground, it's Henderson to start this drive. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Herbert. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down. Open man, right side. He's got it. He's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock. But the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the 4th quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that 3rd down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up 1st downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 3. On the ground is Mason. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple. 3rd and 5.
It's 3rd down and 5.
They send the tight end in motion. Herbert going to try to throw on 3rd down. This one just too far for the receiver, out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. Tutu Atwell was the one he was looking for.
fourth down.
And it's going to bring up fourth down.
In punt formation.
That one hit inside the 10, but it bounces forward into the end zone. And they'll bring it back out to the 20-yard line. The Steelers offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. Penix now off the bootleg. Catch made right side by Wilson. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up second and 3.
Now Penix to throw on second down. The open man is Wilson. Big play coming up. This is third down.
No gain on the play. And it brings up third down.
From the gun, here is Penix. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
So prior to that third down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation. At that down and distance, they had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up fourth down.
A fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line. The Chargers offense ready to see what they can do. His drive will start on the ground. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the fourth quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
They'll run. This is Mason. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
This one complete to Jordan. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down. Now we're going to get a stoppage. We have an injured Charger. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. 3rd and 11. Throwing, Herbert. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Got to give a lot of credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was plenty of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. I thought the protection was actually pretty solid. But at the end of it, there was just nowhere to go, and he had no choice but to just throw that ball away.
And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Throwing is Penix. This one complete to Bateman. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Bateman. It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and
Work in the middle, that's Harvey. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. Time now becoming a factor as we get to third down. From the gun, it's Penix. Forced out wide. 22 yards, the pickup there. Good for a Steeler first down.
And a Steeler first down.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on third down. Mike, you can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit, keep the quarterback in the pocket, and When you let them get loose, this is what's going to happen.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning remain as we get set for 1st and 10. They'll throw. It's Penix. That's complete. Calvin Austin. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A 1st down. They'll drop to throw. Now they'll set up the screen for Harvey. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. They'll run with Connor. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. The defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd down and 9.
Brings up 3rd down.
Here's Penix. Is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. And that is the hat trick. What a game. His 3rd touchdown reception of this one.
And nothing they've done to slow him down has worked, Mike. This defense, they're throwing multiple guys at him. They're playing man. They're playing zone. It doesn't matter. This guy is having his way, and he's having a day.
Boswell now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Steelers have taken a 4-point advantage.
Chargers 34.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Chargers offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. Now, screen set up for Mason. And he'll be taken down. Final minute, still 2 timeouts remaining as we get to 1st and 10.
And the Chargers 1st down.
Out of the gun, here's Herbert. Oh, and a pressure there. He can't get a throwaway, and he's taken down.
Jalen Phillips. It's a loss of 8. Brings up 2nd and 18. At the 34.
From the gun, it's Herbert. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
Sets up a 3rd down and 18.
They put Pickens in motion. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the 1st down. So it's going to bring up 4th down.
Only a yard. It's 4th down.
They'll go for it. It's Herbert. That's taken in. And he's going to have the Chargers 1st down on what will be a big play there for 4th and long. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. They'll try again here. It's 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Herbert. That is incomplete. So the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it. Throwing is Herbert on 3rd down. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That is incomplete with 1 second left on the clock. Here we go. This is 4th down. Here we go. 1 final play. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs. So this one in the win column for the Steelers. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. Good night from SoFi.
Seven oh 70 Collins. We in Miami and we ballin'. She let dollar pull up as we mobbin'. Every time I'm in the city, we be locked in. Ay, locked in. Ball Harbor, take you shopping. Nikki Beach, we in the water. Free up, make it hotter. 2 a.m., we ended up at Live. 3 a.m., we like 4 a.m.